Tonight, the arrest of a Phoenix Suns player is drawing attention to Arizona's DUI laws. Driving under the influence, whether it's alcohol or marijuana, are punishable in the same way. But the process to prove those charges is different.
12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is joining us now in studio with how all of this works. Gabby?
Well, Mark Kriebe, I consulted with two Valley attorneys who tell me marijuana-related DUIs are harder to investigate because you can't use breathalyzers and there's not really a set standard for proving someone is impaired like there is with alcohol.
When was the last time you smoked marijuana?
A Scottsdale police officer stopped Phoenix Suns player Dylan Brooks last Friday morning for allegedly failing to stay in one lane 6 times. Body camera video from the incident shows the officer asking Brooks about recent marijuana use several times.
To be honest with you, it smells like a dispensary in your car. So when was the last time you smoked marijuana?
After a field sobriety test and blowing a 0.0 breathalyzer, Brooks was arrested on suspicion of DUI.
But it takes a lot less to charge a marijuana DUI than it does an alcohol DUI.
Criminal defense attorney Josh Colesrud tells me field sobriety tests build probable cause, but these cases often come down to the blood test, which will show the different levels of THC in someone's system.
You're going to have primary metabolites, that is, metabolites that are digesting the THC right now. You're going to have secondary metabolites that are still there, but they're inactive, maybe from 2 weeks ago. And then tertiary metabolites that maybe are a month old, where the THC really is being broken down into molecules and almost undetectable.
Active THC metabolites are needed for prosecutors to have a case, but even then, that doesn't necessarily prove someone was impaired behind the wheel.
That doesn't automatically mean that you're guilty. The prosecutor will still have to prove that the marijuana was impairing your driving.
Attorney Benjamin Taylor tells me swerving between lanes or speeding can be signs of impairment, but if a prosecutor files charges, it's ultimately up to the jury to decide if a driver was under the influence.
So that's going to be the determining factor.
A 2021 National Institute of Justice study found field sobriety tests and THC levels are unreliable indicators of marijuana intoxication. Colesrud tells me tests are improving.
I think prosecutors will charge these cases even more than they used to because the technology is so much more accurate.
The city prosecutor has yet to file charges in Brooks' case. Scottsdale police say his blood is still being analyzed in the lab, which typically takes 3 to 4 weeks in DUI drug cases. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.